space babies to be born on the moon by the year 2050, and they are planning on having rotating cities with artificial gravity. Now we know that energy is supplied to the stations in Antarctica by nuclear power. I don't know if you knew that, but yes, that is so. And they want to have nuclear power on the moon too. I don't know how feasible that is or how safe that is. But researchers have designed here a lunar city that has its own artificial gravity, and it could allow babies to be born on the moon within 3 decades. I'd like to know where their water and food and heating and everything else they need for life is going to be supplied from. The cone-shaped 1,300-foot-tall moon concept, dubbed the glass, rotates once every 20 seconds, allowing it to use centrifugal force to simulate Earth normal gravity. So it goes around every 20 seconds. I don't know how feasible that is. I would get dizzy just looking outside when everything is going around and around. So allowing it to use centrifugal force to simulate Earth normal gravity, it would also contain its very own ecosystem complex with trees, plants, and even bodies of water. I'm not going to laugh. I'll let you laugh at this. Now, individual glass cities would be connected by a transportation system called Hexatrack that could even leave the moon. I'm not kidding you. This is their, I'd like to know where they're going to get their water, their air, their food from. So Hexatrack could even leave the moon and provide artificial gravity in space. The team have said they hope to construct a prototype of the glass on the lunar surface by the year 2050 at least. The project leader is Professor Yoshike Yamashiki of Kyoto University, and his colleagues formerly worked with the Tokyo-based Kajima Corporation to build Japan's first ultra-high rise building back in the 60s. Professor Yamashiki, the day when humans live in outer space on the moon and on Mars is just around the corner. NASA has positioned low gravity as a key issue for human life in space. Living in low gravity environments has various negative effects on the human body, including causing muscle mass to decrease, also bone mass, bone density to deteriorate, and bodily fluids to shift headwards. Besides so many other things, brain shrinking. Now, the latter is understood to make it very difficult to become, yes, I am going to say it. Its latter is understood to make it very difficult to become sexually aroused, a serious impediment to their reproduction that will be essential if humanity is to establish long-term colonies on the moon and Mars, or long-term missions into deep space. But the problems may not end there. Professor Yamashiki explained, research on how low gravity has been limited to maintaining adult bodies and its effects on the birth and growth of children have not yet been studied. Without gravity, mammals may not be able to give birth successfully. Even if they were able to give birth, mammals would not be able to develop normally in low gravity, of course. If a person, he says, grows up in low gravity, they would not be able to stand on the Earth. Therefore, we propose an artificial gravity habitat that can generate gravity equivalent to Earth's environment by utilizing centrifugal force caused by rotation in space on the moon or Mars as a core technology for human space exploration. And the Professor Yamashiki says, we believe people should live in the facility on a daily basis and enjoy low gravity moon and Mars and the weightlessness of space only when they are working, conducting research, or enjoying leisure. He says by living in the facility, human beings will be able to have children without anxiety and maintain a physical condition that allows them to return to Earth at any time. That's assuming this thing will work. Now, where do you get your food, your daily food, water, and air from, and, proper living temperatures? They don't come up with any of these ideas. Now, the world's wealthiest entrepreneurs, including Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Sir Richard Branson, are all exploring the potential space tourism with an eye to establish permanent bases on the moon. Professor Yamashiki said, we envision a future in which human migration to the moon and Mars becomes a reality in the latter half of the 21st century. Individual glass cities, whether on the moon or Mars, should be connected by the Hexatrack train system. Let's remember, Mars is still radioactive. Now, railgun technology, the team said, would be used to fire the train into orbit, where a base station would pack the 6 cars of each train into a hexagonal support structure that maintains artificial gravity by rotating just like the cities do. So in this way, people could travel between base stations orbiting the Earth, Moon, and Mars without experiencing the deleterious effects of low gravity. And Professor Yamashiki goes on to say, in a future space society where life on the Moon and Mars will become a reality, each colony will conduct economic activities, and many people will travel for business and tourism. He doesn't say what the economic activities are. Of course, you're going to have to work to live. You're not going to pay for your lifestyle there. Now, the Hexatrack system is an artificial gravity transportation system based on a rotating train system to minimize the health effects of low gravity during long-term travel, he says. He doesn't say where the water's going to come from, where your air and comfortable temperature will be coming from, and of course your food supply. This is by Ian Randall on Express UK. I mean, I can come up with dreams like this too. But I'm not a, astrobiologist professor. That's the difference. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.